Do people have it because it's become cultural shorthand for passion so wild it can't be born down a hallway and through another room, but must be unleashed now, this instant? Take me. Is it that kitchens offer the most proximate weight-bearing surfaces when we careen through garages and stairwells, bags of frozen groceries melting the trunk or on the floor? Perhaps the convenience is primarily cinematic. The rapid edits, driving, fucking, reading the mail, saving whole minutes of extra footage. More likely it's the staging possibilities, the mix and match props of counter, table, chair, that convert a place of cereal boxes and homemade refrigerator magnets into this playground of debaucheries. Or are the reasons more visceral, less calculated? The groceries themselves, cabinets crammed with non-perishables, apricots blushing on the sill, frozen meat waiting to thaw and redden. In the presence of so much nourishment, is it instinctive to want to be torn like celery from the stalk of our inhibitions, to be licked like batter off a spoon, to split open our lover to the heart and glut ourselves? Maybe sex makes us hungry, or vice versa. We like to grab a snack off a cock or belly, the crook of an arm. Maybe it's the symbolic space the food inhabits. Embers of the original hearth, ready to burst back into flame. Demeter, dusted with tassels of grain, grinding, pounding, rolling, rising. Or some hirsute, glistening, broad-chested Heracles, barreling across the lintel, robust voice announcing his arrival, erection bobbing in agreement. You know, fecundity. And when the molten raptures have been poured out, when they lie cooling in their own juices, who cleans? Bowls may be restacked, but what about the bruised fruit that was in them? The already browning mash that used to be a pear? What about egg whites, drawing to lacquer hardness in the shape of a splash? Or that tin of oatmeal whose spilled contents have already settled into the grout, the area rugs? Does negotiating the cleanup lead to conflict and a fresh bout of makeup sex? Is it possible to get caught in a vicious cycle, fucking and fighting to starvation while surrounded by plenty, all because no one wants the buzzkill of wiping, scrubbing, wringing out? I suppose one lover might actually be turned on by brawny towels and antibacterial cleaners. But does this start a more amiable but no less lethal fucking cleaning cycle? Perhaps to keep it simple, the lovers move or remodel. Perhaps they were in bed all along, lolling around on soft surfaces, teasing, tender, a comfortable tangle of limbs and sheets. Only one of them, for a few strategic moments, imagining a ruffled apron, a shirt with a name stitched on a pocket, a table rocked violently on its uneven legs. Wait, the second one's also a naked poem, but it's the last naked poem. It's also, it could be good because you're bad. It's also a very California poem set in Big Sur. It's called The Baths. Everything about these baths is naked. The flayed stone, the unfinished spigots, the underwater bodies swaying like pale kelp with its fronds and bladders. Beyond the cliff's edge, the sea's slick Corian surface heaves, summoning me as though I could slide out of my skin and through one of its whorls like a new seal pup. I soak in this tub, a fleshy grub, and watch what look like flakes of skin or scales suspended in the water. These sloughed bits, the body's lost syllables, slip where they will. How do you see them against the skin where they stick? How do you tell live cells from dead? How do you sort what is given from what's left unsaid? when words reach equilibrium with what stays unwritten, the body's solution is silence. I have feared its unbroken membrane, the pupil wriggle of it, beached and gasping for mouth to gasp. Like waves, like skin, language breaks and makes itself again. Our largest organ, a composition shedding words as it's written, the way water spills from gills, both drowning and breathing.